Whisper winds through ancient stones, whispering tales of yesterdays gone. In the shadow of the emerald hills, we find our hearts where sorrow stills. Lament in the crisp night air, echoes of love we once did share. A bonfire of tears, but I still gleam. In the night we find our dream. Oh, the moon's embrace, so cool and bright, guides us through the darkest night. In every tear, a drop of grace, we find our hope in the moon's embrace. Curtains of mist over fields so green, a silver thread in twilight sheen. Through whispered tales we carry forth, our stories embolden, our hearts their worth. The thistle and heather guide our way, through shadows etched in yesterday. Each loss a star in the midnight sky reminds the soul it's okay to cry. Oh, the moon's embrace, so cool and right, guides us through the darkest night. In every tear, a drop of grace, we find our hope in the moon's embrace. The thistle and heather guide our way, through shadows etched in yesterday. Each loss a star in the midnight sky reminds the soul it's okay to cry.
Hello, hello, hello. Oops, I gotta get the thing off my face. There we go. Hello, how is everyone today? Oh, what a week. It is Thursday, time for some tea time. Take a load off, gather your tea. How about your favorite deck of cards and your candle? And let's just take a load off. Forget the world. Just take a moment to settle your energy. Let's just, everybody arriving, let's just take a moment and just kind of settle. What a day it's been. It is Thursday, the 19th, I believe. Yes, the 19th. I had my grandson today. We saw him. He was 14 months old, my youngest grandson. Whew. What energy he had. Hello, Corey. Shawnee. Hi, Mandy. So nice to see you. Welcome. Welcome, Chelsea. Welcome, Tawny. I saw you join on Patreon. Thank you so much. And anybody else who has joined my Patreon page, that's just where I dive a little deeper with my medicine, get a little bit more meat. We're doing a grimoire, a moon grimoire. I always pronounce it so crazy. Shawnee had an amazing day. We're going to touch on that. A lot of this is the new moon. The new moon is full of possibilities. So that's part of tonight. Tonight we're going to hold space. We're going to connect. We're going to hold space for like connection, clarity, and some guidance. I'm going to go ahead and open our circle now. If you are driving, please don't participate with your eyes closed. You may with your eyes open. Okay. I'd like us to take a few deep breaths. Kind of just settle into some energy. Like let's leave the world behind. This is our little sacred circle together each week on Thursday. We can leave the world behind. Just take a few deep breaths. As you breathe in the connection, clarity, peace, gratitude, thankfulness. Go ahead and breathe out all the stress, anxiety, worry. If you have to, picture like you're putting down suitcases. So get some of that weight off your shoulders and your shoulders can kind of relax. Okay, so just keep breathing. Excuse me. I like to call in all of our guides, guardians, angels, ancestors, and loved ones. I'd also like to call in our higher selves. May all the messages tonight be clearly understood, easily validated, and always for our highest good. Amen, aho, and so mote it be. Okay, you can open your eyes. What I did right then was I created a sacred space for us and let my guides and guardians and everybody know that I'm ready to work as well as yours so that we have like a sacred circle. What I also like to do, if you have a candle and like to join me, go ahead and light your candle. And I learned in sistership circle that you say what you're bringing in, but I don't know if my wick will light. Hold on. I'm bringing in possibility. Okay, so you just light your candle and just say what you're bringing. If you'd like to share in the comments, I would love that. Um, Hope, comfort, peace. If you feel broken, you can bring in sadness. It's okay. Whatever you bring to the circle, we will share together and help you. See, I knew somebody was. It's Chelsea. She's had a rough day. I feel like I've been saying that every day this year, feeling so isolated. Chelsea, you're not alone. I'm so thankful that you're here, Chelsea. That's exactly why I created the nest and exactly why I do this on Thursdays. I'm just trying to figure out how I can get my broadcast over on the Patreon so they can join too. But I think I just send them this way. Shawnee's bringing in letting go and new beginnings and healing. So Chelsea, instead of let's switch your thinking around. Instead of saying that you've had a rough day every day, let's switch it around. How can we switch it around? Today was tough, but tomorrow will be better. Or don't even acknowledge how tough it was. Just, I'm ready to shift the energies. Okay. Instead of complaining, and because if you start, if it's always a rough day, then you're not going to have a good day because you're bringing the negative, you're bringing the roughness to you. And hope and assuredness and releasing. I love that, Mandy. And Chelsea, I want you to know this is a dark moon. This is a new moon. The new moon is dark. You can go outside and there's no moon. It was really funny when I first started doing moon rituals and stuff with one of my girlfriends. I didn't have a clue about the terminology and stuff. And so she goes, "Oh, it's a new moon." And I was all excited to come out and look at the new moon and everything else. And I went outside and I'm like, what? There's no moon. On a new moon, it's dark. Do you know what that darkness is for? It's for you to go within, to use your intuition, because sometimes there's things in the dark that you can sense and feel, but you can't always see. So that's what the new moon is for. It's for going deep. It's for also for exactly what we're doing tonight, like the new beginnings, new releases, because it's the beginning of a new moon cycle. Okay. Hold on. I have the hardest time with my computer trying to find. because I did write down some things on this moon because it was really cool. And somehow I can't find it. Right there, my moon. Oh, it must be. Oh my, oh, I'm sorry. Give me a second. I have like two of the same scripts, but they're not. I don't even know. But the new moon tonight, what it is for is on new moons, you write your possibilities, your wishes. It is releasing and renewal. Okay. Um, Corey Baby said that she went to the grocery store today for the first time since her partner died. Good job. See, there's new beginnings. Chelsea, tell me what was something good that happened today. Even if it's that you woke up this morning and were able to open your eyes and breathe fresh air, that you have a roof over your head. What's something good that happened today? Mine was I got to see my grandson, and the sun was shining today. We had some fresh air. Let me tell you, I've had a challenging week. But I totally get it. Totally get it. I don't have a car right now. I totaled my car. Um, I've been stuck at home for a week, but my kids are helping with groceries and things like that. But it's crazy. Like, so I understand challenges. Okay. Corey Baby said it's been 22 months since she went to the grocery store. Wow, that's an accomplishment. Good for you. I'm really proud of you. I think the longest I ever went without going to the grocery store was 6 months. I was in a grocery store during the earthquake of '89 in Cupertino. I was like 12 miles from the epicenter or 10 miles, something like that, of the World Series earthquake. And it traumatized me so bad being in the grocery store that I didn't go in one for like 6 months. So I know yours is totally at grief. Like I couldn't imagine 22 months. Like that's expensive having to order your groceries and stuff. Um, Chelsea, I want you to know that Corey Baby said, "You got this. Trust me, I've been at my lowest. And if you listen to MamaCole, she will help you with your healing. She's helped me immensely." Oh, thank you so much. And what it is I just help your guides help you. Okay. So if you're new here, I'm MamaCole. What we did was we opened a sacred circle. Um, I try to each week get us connected to where we can love and support each other. It's kind of a tough world out there, and we're going through a lot of crazy energies right now. So this is our way, and honestly, this is as much for me as it is for you. This is my way of giving back to the community and to the world. I don't charge anything for this at all. All I ask is like if something touched your heart and was very validating, please just leave me a review. That's all I ask. I do have a Patreon group. All you gotta do is look up Mama Cole's Nest on Patreon, and that's where I go further into moon teachings, grimoire, spiritual teachings, and I'm also going to be doing my teas and herb rituals. So what I'm doing right now is burning sage. I'm just clearing the energies. The world's been very heavy. Lots of politics, just so much going on. Mercury retrograde's finally lifting, which is great for me. It's been one heck of a Mercury retrograde. But there's been, with the challenges, Chelsea, like with the challenges that I've had, I'm also seeing great things coming from them. See, there you go. The weather was finally nice today, and you got a free lunch. Heck yeah, that's a great day. So start looking at the glimmers. And she said, "Thank you, Shawnee. Start looking at the glimmers. Start looking at the beautiful sunshine. I call those like sunbeams in your life. Or I used to call them God winks, like when you got messages from the other side and stuff. But yeah, beautiful sunshine. Was it shining on you? Did you eat your lunch out in the sun? So how's everyone on Facebook? If you're over on Facebook, I do not see comments on the mediums page. There we go. Hi, Donna. Hi, Beth. Hi, Rachel. And hi, Sarah. Now I can see your comments. I couldn't see them before. Mandy says, a person of my past appeared up on Sunday out of nowhere and unexpectedly. That happens during Mercury retrograde quite often. Boy, my wisp is coming back. I don't know what was in my coffee. And I didn't do tea tonight. I did coffee because I'm a gamer and I have a new season of my Fortnite game released today. So I'm planning on playing tonight. Um, I was going to play all day today, but the kids came and visited, so I wasn't able to do that. So I will tonight. So if you play Fortnite, I'm on there as Mama's Wrath 1, I believe. Anyway, so I did bring my cards. I am feeling much better from the wreck. I appreciate everybody who just checked on me. Last week I just could not. I canceled tea time. I don't even remember what all was going on. I was able to do some errands, I think, with family. Oh no, that was when our car went back last Thursday, and it was just too much. And I hurt so bad I could not. But I'm finally feeling a little better. I'm getting ready to go see a spine specialist, and that's going to lead to crazy stuff. Oh, see now Corey said that she's really starting to live. I just need to know it's okay. I'm moving to my hometown in about 6 weeks. Of course. And her childhood elementary school BFF is helping her. And also her caregiver. I'm breaking out of my shell. My health's getting better. I plan to be riding a bike by the end of summer. Good job. And she finally has a diagnosis. For some, a diagnosis is really good. For me, personally, I have so many different diagnoses, and none of them really define me. Like they just put me in like a garbage can. Do you know what I mean? Because they still don't really know exactly what's wrong with my spine. I have like osteoarthritis, and it's not that you're not even supposed to say, Hollis is real big on this. Don't say that you have it. You live with it, because having it is putting ownership over it, and it doesn't own you or define you. It just gives you answers and possibly a roadmap to follow. I've had chronic illness pain since I was a child. I have a lot of spinal issues, have a lot of issues walking, but I did find out because of the wreck what was wrong with my back. And I do have a cadaver vertebrae in my neck, and my discs are failing underneath that replacement, so I'm going to have that replaced for sure. That's going to be a bummer. But anyway, so see, good stuff comes out of bad too. It often reveals, and that's what's happening in the new moon. The new moon will reveal things for you to leave in the past to launch you forward, because sometimes we have to get rid of the trauma, the energies associated with it, so that there's room for the good stuff. Chelsea, instead of saying, hi, Carlin, so nice to see you, instead of saying it was a rough day, say, man, I had a great day. I got a free lunch and the weather was sunny today. Can you believe it? Start making room for more sunshine in your life, and you'll start noticing the clouds will just disappear. They'll start going away. There'll be so many more sunny days than there are cloudy days. You don't need to hear, I'm being told you don't have to hear from anybody that it's okay. And there's never, I get it's very common for people to have feelings of guilt moving on after a loved one dies. I've worked with quite a few widows who have moved on and met someone else. And I'm telling you, almost every single time I've done a reading with them, with their loved one, they tell me like a year before it happens that they're going to meet somebody, and that love is not defined by time or by like our mortal definition of love and marriage is so different than the eternal perspective. And we can have multiple partners, multiple spouses and stuff within time. Like, so if one passes and you marry another one, that does not negate who passed or the love that existed then, because that love still is existing. Like love is eternal. It never ends. It doesn't there's no end. It's an energy that cannot be disconnected or severed, no matter what is done in the mortal realm, because that's a spiritual energy. So I hope I explained that to you. But the guilt that we feel as a mortal moving on is extremely common. But no, in the spiritual, eternal perspective, they want you to continue on because it amplifies that love energy. Like when you're happy, you glow, the energy is glowing, the energy is higher. So when your energy is higher, they're able to connect with you. So of course they want you to continue on and be better and happy. Okay? So I hope that helped. So I am a divinator, and everybody comes on Thursdays for tea and questions, and we pull cards. I do some mini readings at times, just depending on who comes through. I don't do them as much as I used to because I have found that privacy is a little bit better for some of the content that happens. So I do personal readings where you can just book with me. And those are half hour to an hour. And it's psychicinsights.live/MamaCole, which is somewhere in here, but I don't know where it is. Oh, there it is right there. It's right on the bottom. I already had it going on the little ticker. So you can find me there. But I usually, how I work, when I drop in, I will look at your name and I will drop in. I close my eyes and I say your name over and over again. And then how I work, I oftentimes see visions. Like I see flashes of things. I could smell things. I could hear music. And I just tell you what's going on as I'm drawing your cards. Now, the messages that come through are usually always for your highest good. And they're messages that you need to hear right then. It isn't always like if you want to hear from somebody so bad, sometimes they'll come through and sometimes they don't. It just depends on if it's for your highest good then. I don't know. I'm never in control of it. And the other thing is to please give validations. If something makes sense, let us know. Let me, so there can be some back and forth. If it doesn't, it's okay. Just hold on to it. It'll probably make sense later on or the next day. Okay. Thank you. Oh, hold on. I clicked the wrong thing and you guys all just disappeared. Corey said, thank you. Amazing. Part of me just needs to hear it from him. See, and that's very common. You had a very codependent relationship. But know that they always want what's best for you. They want your energy and to be higher, your vibration to be higher. If we are doing the right thing for my parents. Oh, Carla, I immediately got yes. I'm drawn to you very first off. Now, what I'm going to do is I do readings and I don't do them in order. I just do them by spirit. So wherever spirit calls me, please don't get upset. Everyone will get a reading tonight. So if I don't get to you right away, don't worry. I will get to you. I promise. Okay. So Carla, with you right away, I see your parents. And are you putting them in a home or like an assisted living? And you guys are very torn about it. And you need to know, I'm very drawn to your dad. I get your mom is like more, I'm getting like Alzheimer's or dementia or something. Yeah, you're getting them into dementia. Okay, yes, it's okay. One of them doesn't really have much of a clue. I get that that's perhaps your mom, and your dad's a little bit more aware. It'll definitely be a load off of them because he's very concerned and worried. Like they know that they're overwhelmed. They can't do it anymore. The one who is aware, but I get that he's not. He's very frail. So please know their higher selves. They know, and they trust you. And you just need to trust yourself. And especially during this new moon, listen to yourself. Listen to your intuition, that still small voice. Of course, you're going to do what's best for your parents. Trust yourself. You are doing what's best, okay? So let's put very overwhelmed, I'm sure. Yeah, because I can sense that right away. I see the couple, and I see one looks like she's in a wheelchair, or is it just that she doesn't get around well. So he's trying to bathe and help, and it's just way too much. Yeah, I think it's going to be very soon. You'll be able to get them in. Okay. But there is a lot of stuff. I get like the home you have to go through. And here, let's draw some cards. Okay. Sometimes I draw 3, sometimes I draw 4. This time I drew 5. And I draw them as we're talking so that I'm in connection with the energies. So the very first thing is yes, they are eternal companions. Okay. So please make sure that they are together. Always and as much as possible, yes, keep them together. There is a plot twist. This is an unexpected development. They never planned on going into a assisted living either. Okay. And it's okay for there to be a plot twist. Plot twists often bring about really cool stories. Okay. And that's important to them. They like a twist and cool stories. I can feel, where is she? See Miss Tabby? That's my munchkin cat. She has little tiny legs, and she's here every tea time. It's so funny. She's always showing up. Do you see how cute I am? Rumen. Okay, so know that the plot twist is part of what they like. Like they loved it. I get I believe was he in World War II or something? Like their story, their story isn't the normal story, so they do enjoy the plot twist and the adventure. And it's going to be an epiphany. Okay, cycles repeat until the lesson is learned. Perhaps April 1st is their 59th anniversary. Oh my goodness. So know that they've learned the lesson. Like the cycles have repeated. They've been very stubborn. I get the gentleman is very stubborn and strong willed and always try to do everything on his own. And now he's realizing that he needs help. Okay, so it's kind of a light bulb moment for him. Like, ta-da, okay, I got this. And it's also a reflection for you. It's revealing who you really are. And that's kind of tough. This is like the reality of life is staring you in the face. I think that's why you're so scared. Okay, and you have to trust it. Spot on with Dad. Yeah, his energy is very clear. But know that this is all fated. This is all serendipitous. I get that your dad's a real wise guy and he's totally like language and stuff. This is kismet. This is the way it's supposed to be. It's just not the way they had planned. Okay. And it's okay if it's too much for you guys to take care of. Don't feel any guilt there because I actually feel that he's going to have a better quality of life. She's not really going to know the difference too much, but he'll be able to have more friendship and more activities and stuff. Okay. And just pick carefully because not all of the facilities are great, but there are some great ones out there. Okay. So I hope that helped you, Carla. Okay. I'm so glad that was spot on with your dad. Chelsea, hold on. Let me check over on Facebook. Hi, Mokra. How are you? So nice to see you, Nancy. Okay. You're so welcome, Carla. And come back on Thursdays, honey. I am always here unless if I'm not here, something's going on. Like something crazy in the world. Like I wrecked my car or I'm in the hospital or my husband is or something like that. But other than that, I'm here every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Totally free. And I just ask that if you really relate and if you need help, I am a spiritual guide, a spiritual coach, and a divinator, and I can help you. Okay. And just when life's too tough, I'm not going to say I'm a grief counselor, but I'm just a medium that works with the spirits to help you through grief. Okay. Chelsea says she's been struggling to find her purpose in life. I've been living in survival mode my whole life. I feel like I'm meant to do more, but I don't know what. I've been trying to practice gratitude. Gratitude will help you a lot, Chelsea. Okay? That is the very first step to spiritual growth is gratitude. Because like I said before, gratitude is a high vibration. Okay. Gratitude, love, what is it? Gratitude, love for anyone, anything. Gratitude. There's another one. My old mentor used to say all of them. There's like three of them. Gratitude, love, harmony, grateful. Yeah, gratefulness is gratitude. But anyway, if you vibrate with that, when you sit down to pull your cards or to light your candle and meditate, if you carry a grateful heart, if you are thankful, oh, I'm so thankful for the sunshine today. I'm so thankful for that free lunch that I got. I'm so thankful. What it does is it starts changing your vibration, and that negative, heavy vibration will start going away. And so good things will start coming towards you. Your purpose, your eyes will start opening. I sense you carry a lot of trauma. You said that you were in survival mode your whole life. You definitely need to start watching Joe Dispenza. Corey maybe could testify to this. I watched Rewired on Gaia with Joe Dispenza. Also watch Heal or Healing, I believe it is. We are able to heal ourselves from the trauma that we carry and the grief that we carry. And a lot of it is just rewiring the way that we think, okay? Corey says that's how she started her healing, was just every day being grateful for little things. I started only doing what brings me joy, and I'm starting to find my purpose, and I'm healing. And trust me, I've been doing trauma for 48 years. Stacy, you just hang out here and you'll get a reading here shortly. Okay. I am feeling drawn over on Facebook too. So I do have a few. I'm going to get Beth next. So I hope, wait, did I finish over here? I'm sorry. Chelsea, did we pull for you? Yeah, we did. Carla, did I pull for Chelsea? I did not, did I? I'm sorry. Hi, Tawny. I see you. I totally see you. You listen to his audiobooks? Good. Chelsea, keep doing that because he will really help you. I didn't pull cards for you, did I, Chelsea? I've definitely been working on my gratitude by definitely being thankful for everything that I have been thanking everyone for what they do for me. Good job. Good job. And it'll shift your energies and it'll bring about a change. And it's really hard in times of craziness. Like, I totally get it. Okay, so let me, Chelsea. And Chelsea, I have an older gentleman with a pipe and he's smoking something and it's really strong because it like is kind of like tickling my nose. And there's a lady too, but she's not forward, she's behind him. And I'm just supposed to bring your awareness to them. Yeah, no, he's just showing me the smoke. That's really crazy. Okay, you do have an obstacle or a blockage in your way right now, okay? And I get this is your survival mode. You need to realize there are times in your life, and that's where I'm at right now, where it's okay to just be. I've been learning that lesson this year, to just be. So many of us think that we have to doing. There's a great song by Carly Pearl, and it's say, I'm a human being, not a human doing. Because people always mean, what do you do? What do you do? You don't have to do anything. You just have to be. Okay. So I want you to start doing that. Okay. And so I get that the obstacle right now, your dad was a smoker. So know that was your dad because it's heavy smoke. And I wasn't sure if it was a pipe or cigar. Okay. So just know that the obstacles, it's okay. You're going to overcome them, like no doubt. Okay. And then once you do, you're going to find joy. And this is the joy for you to enjoy the little things. Enjoy them little ladybugs, the tiniest of flowers. Do you know my granddaughter was here yesterday and she's 8 months old and she was outside in the dirt and it was sunny and I have this big yard mat so she's not getting dirty. She goes to the edge of it and she puts her little hands like this in the dirt. I've never seen a baby do this. She was just like feeling the dirt. And then there's a little tiny flower. It was like this tiny. And she was running her hands up and down at that little tiny flower that we wouldn't have even noticed. But she found the joy in that little tiny flower. So Chelsea, I want you to start noticing the little tiny things that bring you joy because you'll start growing. That joy will start expanding. That gratitude will get bigger and bigger each day. I want you to start making healthy choices. Start choosing wisely. I always would cough at people that said that, oh yeah, because I'm heavier, and they always would go right straight to my diet. And as I was eating my chips and eating my stuff like that, which I still do at times, but the healthy choices really help your vibration. It helps your energy. That's why monks and stuff eat very healthy. I would highly encourage anyone in here, if you can help cut down on your processed foods and stuff, and if you could pick it, kill it, then you should eat it. If you can pick it, kill it, or grow it, then it's okay to eat. If you can't do any of them things, then you really shouldn't be eating it. So they're bringing your attention to your healthy choices, okay? And for you to choose wisely, for you to be patient. Chelsea, slow and steady is the case. Like you have to go slow and steady and be patient. Things will come up, okay? It's coming. Because look at your very last card is success. Each rung, you have to plan carefully. Gradual success with thoughtful actions, okay? So yeah, you're at the obstacle stage now, but you're realizing it's your survival mode. When you don't have to be in survival mode anymore. You just have to be and enjoy the little things, Chelsea, like a healthy diet, healthy food, the beautiful energy. Be patient, slow and steady as you climb the ladder of success with thoughtful actions. Okay. So I hope that helped you, Chelsea. Thank you so much, honey. Um, Hi, Kat. So nice to see you. Yeah, very long time, Kat. Welcome, welcome. Now I'm drawn over to the Facebook page. I'm so glad you're not stressing anymore either, Donna. That's so glad. I see you, Sarah. Hold on. I'm being called to Makwa right now. Nancy. Sorry. If I read your name, like if I first meet you by one name and then you change your name and stuff, there's a lot of times I just call you by what I know. Like Corey Baby, I keep trying to change to the other, but I do my best, okay? So, Makwa, Makwa. Makwa, I see an eagle and a hawk, but not so much as see them as I hear them. I can hear the screeches like very, very loud, very prominent um, on my right ear, which is really different because that's more like a projection. Your left ear is more like receiving and stuff, but on my right side is more like giving to the community. So perhaps you're observing, because I always get like the eagle eye is like seeing from above, like make sure that you're seeing the big picture. It kind of, so I'm getting maybe this is the community work. So maybe take a step back and look from above and follow your intuition. Okay. I hope that's making sense, but I'm really seeing and I'm hearing them, but for it to be on the right is very different. I usually hear on my left. So that's what's making me think, follow your intuition with this community service and take in the bigger picture. Stop looking so tiny and small. Okay. So with that, let's see where you're at, Makwa. Oh, energy. You have a big rush of excitement. So perhaps that's what the eagle and the hawk are bringing in, some different energy, and a rush of excitement is coming your way. You need to switch your perspective. Notice these are mushrooms, which is like a more magical perspective. Okay, anything is possible. Kind of switch your perspective. I want you to be more creative. Use your imagination more. Creativity is our also our way into the spirit world. The same part of our brain that we use for imagination and creativity is also what we use to connect to the other side. Makwa, I want you to remain lighthearted. Make sure you're not boots on the ground all the time, that you're taking your leisurely time, smelling the flowers and staying lighthearted. And there is a call for you to cleanse and clear your space for some more positive energy. I know that you moved recently, so maybe this is maybe going through stuff that no longer serves you and kind of just clearing those energies. Okay? So once again, there is some beautiful energy, a rush of excitement coming your way. You need to shift your mindset. Make sure that you're staying lighthearted. Oh no, find a different perspective. Your lighthearted was here, your creativity. Use your imagination. So this is a call for you to be painting or something else. This is the remain lighthearted. So although I want you to see the service from above, but I get that's more like following your intuition. So maybe you're sitting on an idea or something that you are to be creative with, and make sure you're cleansing to allow more positive energy in. So maybe there's still a couple things that need to be released so that you can allow some more positive energy in. Okay? Chelsea said those were amazing cards. Thank you so much. I'm grateful for this reading. You're so welcome, Chelsea. You know what I think makes these cards so awesome is that I ordered them for this group. And I special ordered them, and they took like 6 months. And I wanted a deck just for tea time, and this is called the Arcana Folia. I got it on Amazon. I'm not sure if it's still available, but I love this deck. Like, it's so spot on and so beautiful. Yes, Ashley, everybody will get a reading. It's just taking me some time. Okay. There you go. I'm back over on Facebook. Miss Sarah. Sarah. So I hope that helped you, Makwa. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Okay, I'm pulling your cards, and I'm feeling like a bunch of tension. Like I'm feeling like a green monster, like tension, stress, anxiety. So you need to, another one who just needs to breathe. Do you have some things that are locked? I did draw some cards that are hidden, okay? So there are some things that are hidden or locked. And I feel like part of that is the anxiety is locking these things. You need to trust in divine timing. Okay, time is on your side. Trust in divine timing. You've already planted the seeds, and they will grow, but it does take time. I also have gossip. Word spreads fast. Okay, there's somebody gossiping, chattering. Word does spread fast. So just be aware of that. And alignment. You can do hard things, okay? You can play your own fiddle. The fiddle will play again. You just have to be in alignment with it and do these hard things that are ahead. Whatever's going on, trust your intuition and listen to your inner voice. So with that, Sarah, something is hidden or locked, and it's going to take time. You have to trust in the divine timing of this unfolding. There is gossip going on. Word does spread fast. Just be aware of it, but don't let it get you down. You can do hard things and address it and be back in alignment and follow your intuition. You have to follow your inner voice. If your inner voice is telling you to do something, then you need to do it. Okay, so I hope that helps, Sarah. And the anxiety, like that green monster, whatever that stress is coming. Yeah, see, it's stress. Yeah, you're coming out of it because I can feel it really heavy. So you're another one who just has to learn to be. Okay? Um, yeah, it's not good to gossip. I totally get it. But when you have that card, that means somebody's just chattering about you or there's some kind of gossip. And what it is not to feed into it and don't let it define you. Okay? Which is really hard. It is very hard to not let things define you, especially when people are gossiping about you and you want to stand up for yourself. Like, I totally get that. Okay, let me scroll back up. We got Carla. Okay, Corey's baby. Hold on. Corey. I can't find another comment, so I'm just putting you there. So, Corey. Okay, I've only read for you and connected with this dude like once, and it was once or twice maybe. Right now, I'm seeing a guy. He's kind of short, which is really funny because I thought he was much bigger. White T-shirt, tons of cologne, some kind of like gold chain and stuff, and like real cool. Just kind of like he has this swagger. Um, of course, you're supposed to go forward. Like, why would you even ask? Like, stop. What's funny? He's like doing a "you do you, you do you, you do you, boo." Like a it's okay. You do you. Like, it's your life now. Like, you live your life to the fullest. You do you. It's funny because I really am not channeling too much right now. Like, but he's really like getting. And now while I was doing that, yeah, see, you do you. You celebrate. Okay, this is your time. Enjoy your victories with others, which you just did about the grocery store. Okay, so you keep doing that. You keep celebrating, enjoying these small victories. Um, Everything that you think is so far off in the distance is not. It's so much closer than you think. So you just actually spin the telescope around and you see how much closer everything is. It's not far off in the distance. You are protected. Stop worrying about, "Well, if I do this, what this might happen." You're divinely protected. That's where we have to move forward with divine faith, knowing that the universe will provide for us. We will be taken care of. It may seem scary as hell when all your Social Security is cut off, all this is done, things like that. I've been through that. I'm going through that. But you have to know that no matter what, you're divinely protected at all times. Okay, sweetness. Set clear boundaries. Okay, you can't plant and grow beautiful, sweet strawberries without cleaning all the weeds out of it. You have to have the weeds out and you have to put a firm boundary, a border, so that the grass and stuff doesn't grow and choke out your strawberries. Okay, so set clear boundaries. That's the sweetness of life. You are always in control. And make sure you nurture yourself and water your garden. Stop watering everybody else's, Corey's baby. Water your own. So let's do those 5 again. You're to celebrate your victories with others. Continue to celebrate. Okay, know that things are closer than you realize. They're not far off in the distance. They're right here. It's happening now. And when it's happening, you're divinely protected. You will do your boundaries, your borders, so that you enjoy the sweetness of life. Boundaries are not barbed wire fences. They are healthy to grow sweet fruit. Okay, and water your own garden while you're growing that sweet fruit. So I hope that helped you, Corey's baby. That was beautiful. Tani, I see you. I see you. You know what's really funny, Tani? Now, I don't normally admit this, but I'm going to admit this because I know that I'll get called out if I don't. I saw somewhere you liked something on Facebook or something just recently. Like, I think it was in Mama Cole's Nest, and you liked it. And I was like, I've done a reading for her. What does she, for some reason, I forgot what you look like. And I don't know if like we did a reading, like, I don't even know, but for some reason I forgot what you look like. And I wanted to see what you look like and feel like your energy. And I just saw one picture with all these kids behind you. And I was like, oh my gosh. Or it was just a picture with all these kids. It was really cool. So just know that your energy, it's like you are a generational curse breaker. like I see you as like an elder, like you're being looked at as an elder now. And I know you're not that old, but that's what I felt and saw when I saw that. I was like, check her out. Like it was just like from one crone, which an elder woman, to another, it was just like, I see you. Like straighten your crown, girl. It was really beautiful. So anyway, so Tani, what does Tani need to? And there are times her messages, I work with Tani. I think I've only read for her maybe twice, but her messages, her family is so strong on the other side. Now today they're like doing like a dance, like a stomping, because like the ground is like vibrating, some kind of like stomping. Um, for you to change the vibration, change the energy, Tani. It is time for you to shift. Stop having doubt. It is time for you to rise and stand up. And there's also it's really funny because I've only seen this with you. Um, with the stomping is like for you to like they're putting like the clay, the white stuff like on your face, like right here. Just right here on either side, and on your forehead and right here. Um, I get this is like perhaps a white ochre for your visions to be clearer. You are very gifted individual, and I get that perhaps you're getting visions and they're not real clear, you're not understanding them, or maybe you're not even receiving them. And that's one thing that we need to understand in this their teaching is that spirit is always around, the messages are always being given freely, and it is just for us to still our mind calm enough to be able to receive. Okay. And I'm getting like for you, Tani, maybe you have to actually do like a ceremony or listen to shamanic drumming, stuff like that to be able to receive because the messages are right there. And it is time. And I think they've been saying pretty close to that message for a while now. But I really get that you're getting closer. You're getting much closer. Okay. Oh, you got the abundance. Financial security and material gains are coming your way. Okay, you're not alone, Tani. Things might be tough, but it ain't gonna last for very long. This is like future gold. You're gonna hit something big. Okay. With that, you need to cultivate your ideas and thoughts. What would you do with that abundance? And this is financial security and material gain. So it's something that you're going to find. And it's going to cause a change. Fear is not a good advisor. So don't fear the change. You must embrace it fully. That's why it's a ship's wheel, because you're at the stern. You can steer either way through this change. And the love will always remain. Follow your true feelings. Follow that intuition, Tani. And appreciate the comfort and the sense of belonging of home. So know that there is a lot of abundance. There's financial security and material gains. I almost get an inheritance because of the thoughts for you to cultivate the ideas and the change, like you're changing courses, following love and your true feelings, and appreciating the comfort and sense of home. I don't know if you were thinking of returning home or if that's on the agenda, but I kind of feel like there's some kind of a return. So let me know. Let me catch up on everybody's comments because I have not been reading. Um, hold on. Okay, I see you, Kat, on your next moves. Okay, and hi, welcome, Kiki, Mandy. Um, okay, I got you, Tawny. I get you too, Mandy, because I'm being very drawn to you. That was one of my best friends when I was growing up. Her name was Mandy, and that's my sister-in-law's name is Mandy. I feel I'm not getting them clearly and not sure if it's because I'm going through a lot of the moment. You have a court case for workers' camp on 1st April. Okay, So I get that there's going to be some kind of financial abundance. Definitely. Yeah, I really hope they go good for you. I will get a home. Oh, look at that. But first pay my debts off so I'm totally seeing that's gonna happen. That's really cool. I didn't even know that. You're so welcome, Tawny. Okay. Let's see. Let me go back up. I'm gonna go to Mandy real quick. Okay, Mandy. And I'm trying to get everyone. If I don't get you, I will next week, but I'm doing my very best. And I'm about at my hour. I usually go hour, hour and a half. Let me see, Mandy. The Barry Manilow song, of course, is what I'm hearing. That's really funny because I haven't heard that song in years. And I'm seeing I'm hearing Barry Manilow, and I'm seeing like this beach, but it's not really a beach. It's more like a lake beach or something. I can smell sunscreen. I don't know if this is a summer memory that I'm seeing, Mandy, but and it's like old. It's not like recent. It's like when you were a kid or something. I'd say maybe a young teen. And it's not. I live in Florida, so that what I'm seeing as far as sand isn't really sand. It's more like a gravelly stuff. Okay, Mandy, Mandy, Mandy. I'm pulling cards for you. You've got 3 cards. Thoughts. You too need to cultivate your ideas. So just take this time, Mandy, especially during the new moon. Any thoughts or ideas that run through your head, go ahead and cultivate them. Think of them. You love that song. Okay, just know somebody's totally singing it to you. And I haven't heard that song in years. I used to love that song when I was a kid. Um, Mandy, you also have a sneaky person. There is somebody hanging around that doesn't have your best interest in heart. So all this is when you get this is just be aware that sometimes people might have a sneaky person. Mandy, you also got the abundance card. You also have some financial security coming your way and material gains. So know that the sneaky person, it's okay. Dive deep into your thoughts right now. Don't let the sneaky person be part of your thoughts because know that you're still going to have financial abundance. So the universe will be providing for you, Mandy. You have to hang on and have faith. Hi, Andrea. Nice to see you, honey. Thank you for the energies. Now let me hop over on Facebook. Welcome, Samantha. Just caught you guys. Thank you. I'm doing good with my new job, but it was tough to get there. I bet you. I bet it was. Samantha said I had a severe migraine today and felt completely off. Don't know what triggered it. I'd love a card if there's a message out there for me. Okay, Samantha. Ooh, yeah, drop it in. I can really feel like all right here, and I also like I haven't had migraines in years, and I also feel kind of dizzy. Um, you've been overworking, like stressing a lot, Samantha. Like pushing yourself a little bit too far. You need to be releasing and kind of letting go. Stop trying to steer the ship all the time. Sometimes it's okay for it to just coast along. Like it's like you're really trying to fight something. Just know that the universe will provide. Kind of relax some, Samantha. Oof. Yeah, I get this migraine. It's all stress, anxiety. Okay, let's see what the cards say. Yeah, you got 2. You got somebody's gossiping. Okay, but don't let that define you. Okay, this just means word spreads fast. Don't let the gossip define you. Okay, um, nurture yourself, nurture your own garden. Don't worry about the birds in the other garden. They have nothing to do with you. Their opinion doesn't matter. Trust in divine timing. This is the universe taking care of you, no matter what. It will take care of you, Samantha. Um, and serendipity. There is a fated encounter in front of you, and it's serendipitous. And there is another sneaky person. So you got some people gossiping about you and being a little sneaky. They don't have your best interest in mind. But if you stay in your own garden, don't become part of it. You water your flowers and you enjoy the beauty. you realize that time, you just trust in the divine timing, know that what's going to come around to you will totally come to you in its own timing, and it'll be serendipitous. It'll be like a fated encounter. So please know the rough times ain't going to last for very long, Sarah, Samantha. Okay? I hope that helped, honey. Now back over here. I saw Donna. Donna. And I see you, Aline. See, Donna, I get that you're super busy again because I can feel the rush, like you're not sitting still. As soon as you sit down, you jump back up like you got something else to do. Or you're like, oh, I forgot. Oh, I forgot. So I would like to encourage you, Donna, even though you're busy and stuff, I want you to make sure that your car is your sanctuary. I want you to set up your car, have it organized. I want you to make sure that you're eating and taking care of yourself. I want you to cleanse and clear your space for positive energy. I think I got cleansing and clearing before for you. I'm interested to see if you did that egg cleanse. Maybe it's time to do another egg cleanse. But I get that there needs to be some kind of cleansing to make room for positive energy. I do get the travel. See, I saw. So maybe cleanse your car. Maybe get a little bit more organized so it's ready to go. And do all this. Remain lighthearted. It's not all about work. I want to make sure that you're taking the time to go to the beach, taking the time to enjoy life, not working. Okay. Um, so I hope that helped, Donna. But I really do see you doing a whole lot right now, and you need to make sure that you're delegating and that you're enjoying your time because we only get one journey, and I don't want you to work your entire journey. Okay. Okay. Ali. Oh, beautiful energy tonight, Aline. You feel much better. Um, I do remember tuning in before where you're very like heartbroken or something, but your energy tonight seems a lot more peaceful. Um, I hope that you found your way. I hope you haven't let someone define who you are. Um, keep lighting that candle for yourself. I'm being shown candles. So please make sure that you are lighting candles and that you're enjoying the flame and journeying within the flame. Um, you got some cards tonight. Your home. I want you to appreciate your home and the sense of belonging. Home is wherever you are, and you belong exactly where you are, Aline. You also are to remain leisurely and lighthearted. Do you notice a lot of us got this? So there's a lot of us stressed, and I get a lot of it's the energy in the world right now, things that are occurring and stuff like that. But we need to realize we are in control and we can leisurely walk through life. Just because there's crazy stuff going on in the world doesn't keep us from sowing the flowers and planting our garden and enjoying life. Okay. Aline, there is an obstacle that's coming up, but you can overcome any obstacle that's blocking your path. Okay. So don't let that obstacle define you because on the other side of the obstacle, you do have a loyal and wise and supportive friend who will help you through that, um, as well as a soulmate, someone who is totally from your soul tribe. So I get, if you recently have been through a breakup, Aline, the loved one that you're seeking is on the other side of this obstacle. You just have to find peace within your home, peace within your heart, go through this obstacle, meet this loyal friend who either the loyal friend becomes a soulmate or the loyal friend guides you towards your soulmate. So I hope that helped, Aline. That's absolutely beautiful. And I'm loving the shift in your energy. Okay. Cat. I see you, Cat. Any vibes on a card for me? Either next move or this now tooth thing. You got a tooth thing going on, Cat? Okay. I do get like a lot of wind, a lot of movement. I'm seeing like grassy fields by water, um, with lots of wind. So wind is like cleansing, clearing, positive movement forward. So yes, if there is a move or something in your future, definitely please go for it. Um, you also do have a sneaky person, so just watch, just be careful. There's a person that has a questionable moral compass with like they don't have your best interest in heart. So if this move involves them, just be careful. Uh, whoa, my cat just jumped on the table and about flipped the candle over. Um, I want you to clear your space to allow positive energy. So maybe you got some residual energy hanging around, cat, that you just need to kind of clear out a little bit. Um, you also got some gossiping ears. Word spreads fast. I'm going to look up that real quick. And I never look up cards. Sometimes I'm told it's not real professional. But for some reason, there's something about the gossip. Oh, see, now it can also mean fast success and gaining popularity. So, gossip can swiftly distort truths, tarnish reputations, and erode trust between people. Cultivating a culture of integrity and empathy can help. Encourage focusing on constructive dialogue and emphasize the importance of respecting others' privacy. So it's how you respond to the gossip. And that's kind of what we were saying. So this gossip card, it's not so much about the gossip, it's like you not allowing it to get to you. Okay, rumors are going to fly, people are going to gossip, and a word spreads really fast, but it doesn't change who you are. You know who you are, and you stay in alignment with yourself because your next card was alignment and that you can do hard things. So you do have a sneaky person, so be aware of it. Doesn't matter, doesn't change who you are. You're just aware of it, so you don't allow them in your space. You cleanse your space of that energy. Um, if there's people gossiping about you, don't worry about it. Doesn't matter. It doesn't affect who you are. Okay. This could also be something with a tooth thing. I don't know. But you will be back in alignment. You will do these hard things. If there's some kind of hard visit or something ahead of you that you're really scared of, know that you can get through it. Okay. You will be provided for and you will be cared for. Okay. Whew. Okay. Hi, Amanda. How are you? I will in just a minute. Okay, Amanda, hold on. Now, Andrea. Andrea. Is this 54 Hector? Is this your son's like football number or something? What is this 54 Hector, Andrea? Because I'm seeing like a football player with this number on him. I'm not sure what that means, but anyway. Okay, what do we have for Andrea? You did just move. Okay. You're so welcome, Aline. I know I love doing this. Like, if I don't have too many readings during the week, this just really makes my week because it just brings the spirit in. You're so welcome, Donna. Okay, Andrea. So know that this young football player dude is around. I'm getting a kid like in his 20s or so. And it's like a white uniform with blue. Um, I want you to pay attention to red flags, Andrea. I don't know if you got something going on, something that you're ignoring, that you've seen a couple of red flags and you're just kind of ignoring it. I don't want you to ignore whatever's going on. Okay, pay attention to those red flags. There's an opportunity in your hand. Okay, this is like a golden opportunity, a pearl. Okay, it's right in your hand. You just have to be able to shuck it. The chance is there. I also see an adventure. Be open to new experiences. So with this opportunity, don't be afraid of the new experiences that it brings with you. And make sure that you are taking care of yourself through this. Okay, Andrea? I keep saying, pay attention to your red flags, Andrea. Okay? With the red flags, there will be an opportunity will be revealed. There will be a chance of something golden in your hands. I want you to consider it as an adventure. Be open to this new opportunity. Go forward. But when you do this, don't forget who you are. Heal yourself, repair, and reconnect. Okay? So take care of yourself. So I hope that helped. Okay. Now, I do want to see Miss Amanda. And Amanda, Sal, is that your son? I got a young gentleman with me. Do I know you from Albuquerque? Like I get, I'm not sure if anybody, this is a young man and he feels very familiar. Um, and I can smell like the desert, like dirt, like home, like it almost smells like Albuquerque, like home, like, and he's sweaty, very sweet young man. I see curly hair, curly brown hair, a beautiful smile. And he's not saying much, just has his hands in his pockets and he's just kind of watching. But I see him in like this desert background. Okay. And while I was seeing him, I was pulling cards. There is some travel in the future for you. And I get this is a more moving on, like a pack and go. Hold on. I'm getting choked. I don't know if he had issues like throat, but I'm feeling very clogged up. Okay, Amanda. So travel is ahead. Yes, I do. Okay, I thought so because it smelled like home. Like I could smell. It was really weird. Um, so please know there's travel, but this isn't always exact travel. This is like moving forward. There is a sneaky person around with a questionable moral compass. I get perhaps this was a friend or somebody around him. Just you're already aware of them. Just know so are the guides. They won't affect you. They can't hurt you. Don't allow it to. I want you to use your imagination and your creativity. That's what's going to help you heal from this. Okay. Painting. Do you have a Guadalupe, Mother Mary? I get that painting it, like, or painting saints or some kind of, but I'm seeing you like specifically painting ceramics. You're in Tucson. Okay. Yeah, because I could smell like the dirt and the mesquite and the sage. I grew up in Albuquerque and I could really just smell that. Um, but creativity is what's going to help you heal, okay? And your companion, you do have a discerning friend. They just don't know what to do or what to say. But please know they are there for you to lean on, Amanda. So, with that, know that this young man is with you. And this might even be him saying that he's sorry that he had to go. Um, and I get there was some kind of sneaky person, and you know who this is. So just be aware that, yeah, you're right. They don't have your highest good in mind. Use your creativity and your imagination to help you heal and lean on that companion and that discerning friend. They just don't know what to do or how to help. So sometimes you have to just scream out, hey, I need some lunch. Can we go get lunch? Or could you just, I just need somebody just to sit with me. Okay. Rachel, I'll get right to you, honey. So I hope that resonated, Amanda. I'm so sorry for your loss, honey, because I could really feel it, but he's an absolutely Sal. It was Sal. See, and I got the name too, and I don't ever get names. Like, but I got the name Sal, and I was like, there ain't no way. But yeah, and he loved the desert. Yeah, because I totally see that. And I love the desert too. And I've learned recently, like, they show us things that we've experienced or that we've learned about or that are somewhere in our brain and they bring them forward. Look at Tabby. So please know he's very much around you and he's very beautiful, peaceful, calming energy. Okay. So I hope that helped you, honey. I could not imagine. Could not imagine. Rachel. Okay. And then if I got everybody, And Sal does have more to say. He can help you if you would like a reading. And I'm just trying to help you, honey. I hate putting the money part in there, but I really do feel that you would benefit from a reading, okay? So if you need one, just right here. And all a reading does is, I know that some people that are super religious and stuff don't really understand, but I do know that the Catholic Church and stuff do have spiritual guides and mediums and oracle seers on hand on their payroll, because I have friends who are seers for the Catholic Church. And all I do is I'm able to communicate on the other side of the veil. And it does help you know that they're still around. And like, it really does bring comfort and peace. And they usually have a lot of messages um, that will help guide you towards your healing. And I do get art is one that will really help you, okay? So please, and I see ceramics specifically, so I don't know. You're so welcome, sweetheart. I know it even freaks me out sometimes how accurate things are when they come through, because I don't have any control over it. They just show me and I just tell you and hope I make sense and don't look like a goober head. Because there's times, like, I have experiences and I see things, and I used to just keep it to myself, but now that I've gotten older, I'm like, I'm going to tell people what I see if it's appropriate. Like when I'm with my family, I'll tell them. I've been with my son door dashing and stuff, and I've experienced, like, we went by, I think I've told this story here, but we went by this, we were in Gainesville, and it's a university, and it's a teaching hospital and an agricultural university, the University of Florida. And we went by this building. I was like, oh my gosh, what was that? And he goes, why? I said, there's a bunch of dead people like walking back and forth on top of it. He goes, what? I said, I know. I'm not crazy. I just tell you this because you're my son, and I know that you have abilities, because he's had them his whole life. And he goes, okay, mom. And he goes, and he like rolls his eyes, and then he looks over, and the sign on the building said, specimens and collections, biological specimens and collections. I go, that's why they keep the dead people. Because, oh my God, mom, that's just spooky. That's just freaking crazy. And he's like 25. He was so freaked out. I said, well, I tell you this so that when it happens to you, you know you're not going crazy, because it will happen. He goes, it already does, mom. He goes, I feel like there's times that I feel like I'm in the car and I'm not riding by myself. I said, yeah, well, you're not. So, oh, Rachel, Amanda, Rachel said that the best thing she ever did was have a reading with MamaCole after her loved one died. Thank you so much, Rachel. Thank you. It really does help somehow. I've lost loved ones this past year, and I've also lost my mom like 2 years ago, but she wasn't the healthiest mom. And I often wonder, like, I did seek Hollis to reach to my mom to try to find like some kind of healing in that, because we were estranged. It was just some crazy stuff, and it did help me and bring clarity. So it makes me feel good, but it's so difficult. Like, there's some, like, I want to see my grandma. I want to talk to my grandma. I want to talk to this, but I don't know. It brings such clarity, but it's also, for me, it gets pretty heavy at times. Like, it takes a lot of energy. So that's why, if you ever wonder why mediums charge and stuff like that, because it really does take a lot of energy. I usually drop in 15 minutes before and start getting messages. When you book your appointment, if I see it, there's times that they come right then, like your guides and your loved ones will come right then, and I have to be like, wait, I will get the messages to them, but I'll see you right before the appointment, because there's times that I'll have a crowd of them. Like, I had to really learn not to, how to control that. Yeah, your son. I just see stuff most people don't. Yeah, exactly. And if you tell people, it makes it more comfortable for people that do, and especially children. Children experience a lot, and a lot of us brush it off when we could learn so much by about the veil and stuff through them. It's hard to feel alone and having a little reassurance that they are not really gone. Yeah, yeah. But then there's also times that your muggle mind is like, did I really experience that? What was that? Did that? There's no way. like you question it, and please no, don't ever question it. Okay, Rachel, I didn't get to you, Rachel, did I? Rachel. Oh, see, Rachel, what's really funny is if I've read for you before, I don't remember who your loved ones are, but then when I connect, they come right up. So it was your dad and your brother, Rachel, because they are like right here. Rough and tumble guy, your guidance. Here, and I got cards for you. Sorry, they're slamming our door. I don't know why. Okay. There's some kind of cycle that's repeating itself, Rachel, and it will continue to repeat itself until you learn the lesson, okay? I want you to continue to be patient and go slow and steady. The lesson will be learned, and it'll be like an aha moment. You're going to be like, hey, oh, and it's going to be like it was right in front of your face the whole time. It just needs to be illuminated. And once again, this being the new moon, everything is so dark. So things are being illuminated within your mind, your intuition, your creativity, that part of your brain. So if you're seeing like painting and stuff like that, I want to encourage you to draw, to paint, to do stuff creative, and your intuition will flow through that. And do it, be patient, okay? A lot of you have gotten both of these cards tonight. Let's see what else she has. She also got the reflection card. So by being patient, you're going to be reflecting your true self, okay? You're going to see who you truly are. With that, there will be a plot twist, Rachel. Unexpected development, okay? And that's going to launch you forward. And with that is going to bring a lot of healing, repairing, and reconnection, a lot of self-care. So with that, Rachel, notice that the cycles are repeating because the lesson has not been learned yet. So pretty soon the light's going to you're going to make a connection and you're going to be like, that's what she was talking about. That's what's going on. Continue to go slow and steady. Be patient with yourself. Let the reflection reveal your true self. Hang on for the plot twist. Be ready for it. And know that it's going to launch you into healing, repair, and reconnection. Okay? So I hope that helped. I clicked and you guys went away again. There we go. I hope that helped, Rachel. Kat said, the more energy invested into spirit session, it's easier for spirit to come through. Like when my hubby and spirit Marty came through with Nothing Else Matters over the radio on a MamaCole. Oh, that was him. Yes. I was just talking about him the other day. It was one of my first live sessions, and I was so nervous. I was so nervous. It was back when Hollis and I did spirit-led sessions, and we would just drop in, and the spirit, I think that was like 2-3 years ago, and spirit would just show you stuff or bring stuff through. And my ceiling fan started ching, 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 and it was doing, and Nothing Else Matters. It was, I heard it, and I didn't say anything. And then Hollis goes, do you hear that? And there was like 5 people in the live that were going, that's Nothing Else Matters. I'm like, no way. And that's what it was. That's funny. All these years later. It wasn't that like 2 or 3 years ago? Yes, Ashley, I see you, sweetheart. I got you. Oh, you're so welcome, Rachel. The best thing I ever did was, okay. You're so welcome, honey. Let me refresh so I can get everybody's comments. If you're over on Discord and you'd like a reading, just let me know, okay? And Ashley. And then I hope I got everybody because I'm about ready to go. Now, Ashley, for you, I'm seeing something completely different. I've never even been to this place, but there's a place, it's in Ohio, but see, I don't think this is in Ohio. I'm seeing like running water, ferns, moss, like cliffs, like a really magical, it reminds me of Hocking Hills in Ohio, but I don't feel that's where it is. There's like ferns and moss, and there's like water dripping with these stones and everything. and just path, like a hiking path, walking through it. So I'm not sure if this is a vision that I'm being shown of something here that you've experienced, something you may experience, or this might be a place from your past life or a place that you're dreaming about. But just know that this place has come to mind. And there's birds, like I can hear. So it may be like rainforest or so, because I can really hear lots of birds. Um, you do have a detour coming up, Ashley, a change of course, okay? While this change of course is coming up, don't worry, don't fret. You continue to nurture yourself and water your garden. Um, and then you were going to celebrate your victories with others. Okay. There will be some alluring thoughts and actions. You might have some temptations and stuff. It's okay to indulge yourself every once in a while. Yeah, it looks like a getaway. It's like, so maybe if this place doesn't seem familiar to you now, this may be somewhere, if you astral travel, I get like you might astral travel before you fall asleep, like you might see this place. Know that that is a very healing space for you. And if you can't see it or you haven't been there before, then it just needs to be a healing space that's being revealed to me. Which, if you don't know how to access them, book a reading, book a session, and I can show you how to access these healing spaces. And there's lots of flowing water, so that shows me lots of emotion, things that are flowing, that are cleansing, that are being cleared. Okay, so with that, Ashley, let's go over these again. You do have a detour. There's a change, of course, coming up, but just nurture yourself through it. Water your garden. Know that you're being provided for. You'll be able to celebrate your victories. And there'll be some temptations, some alluring thoughts and actions. Sometimes it's okay to follow those with caution. Okay. It's okay to be aware of your humanness, but not to overindulge. Okay. Yeah, it was 2 years, and he loves to make that song play on whatever devices or playlists I'm listening on. I love that. So he has a actual song that he validates. I love that. That's awesome. I definitely need to book a reading. Right there, sweetheart. And I'm available this weekend. Um, and if you book and you need an availability and it's not on my calendar, just message me. Seriously, message Mama Cole's Nest, and I'm flexible. Because some of you are in Australia and things like that. We do have to be a little bit more flexible with each other, and I don't have a problem with that. I'm so glad, Rachel. Okay, and with that, did I get to everyone? I think I saw, hold on, Leilani. Leilani, I would like to hear a message from family that passed. Been really hard for me. I'm so sorry, Leilani. Let me drop in. Now, Leilani, I love your name because to me, I lived in Hawaii for 3 years, and that's what I'm thinking of. But I'm seeing leaves, green leaves, like tea leaves, like with white flowers. I want to say it's a Hawaiian lei, but I don't want to be assume. But I am seeing like sacredness, like honestly, like a braided lei, like the with the leaves and then the white flowers. I'm not sure what that's representing or what that's for, or maybe that's the person that named you is coming through. And I'm getting the scent of gardenias, very strong gardenias. Earlier, Corey baby, her loved one came through with strong cologne, so we're having lots of sensations tonight, and wind and rain and things like that. Birds, I love it. Leilani, there is information. I want you to start paying attention. Whatever the information is that you're gathering, Leilani, pay attention to the details. It's almost like you're being a sleuth. You're trying to solve something or figure something out. Or maybe you're in school, Leilani. Pay attention to the details. It's not the big book. It's all in the fine details. There is some travel in your future, some kind of pack up and go, or for you to be ready to go, to change, positive movement forward. Leilani, I get you are an eccentric person. This is a person with a different worldview. This is like the fly your freak side. You're much too much, so be much too much. It's okay to be, your muchness is not too much. like in the Alice in Wonderland, for you to be the eccentric person, to embrace that with boundaries. The boundaries will make your garden sweeter because you're going to keep the weeds out. So gather your information, pay attention to details. You're trying to figure a lot out. So when you're figuring it out, which is really opposite of most of the time people tell you to look at the bigger picture, but you're to do the opposite. You're to look at the details. So there's something in the details that'll help you with whatever you're trying to figure out. Okay, so pay attention to the details. The pack and go is, there is forward movement ahead. So just know that you're going to be provided for, Leilani. Everything will work out, the best case scenario, so that you can continue to be your muchiness, your full muchiness, okay? And set clear boundaries and enjoy the sweetness of life. I hope that helped, Leilani. And with that, I believe that I've gotten to everyone tonight. If I have not, I apologize, and I will definitely get you next week. But I'm pretty sure I got everybody. If you would like to schedule a reading, it's right here, psychicinsights.live/MamaCole. I also have a Patreon page that I'm going to be having. I have a grimoire in there. I give you readings. I help you connect to spirit yourself and help you listen to your intuition, learn how to work with the moon, work with herbs, things like that. Just give you overall information. It's a very safe community. It's a place for us to grow and learn together, and it's just started out. So there's free levels. There's like 5, 15, and 22, I think, something like that. But I would really encourage you, if you want more of MamaCole, that's the way to have access to me. And I also share personal stories and events and things like that. You're so welcome, Leilani. I look forward to helping you guys more. I will see you next week right here, same time, same place, every Thursday at 7 o'clock. And I hope you all had a great time. And if you would like, I'd love to, in exchange for the energy, if you would like to leave a review, either on the Psychic Insights webpage or MamaCole's, wherever you want to leave a review. Just, I would love that. It would just be wonderful. So you guys have a great night, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye. And guess what? It didn't close because I was just saying I need to release all of our guides, guardians, angels, ancestors, and loved ones, along with our higher self. Thank you so much for everything tonight. Thank you for the beautiful messages and the validations. May we carry these messages forward into our week. May we all find a little bit more gratitude, enjoy more sunshine, and less of the rough waves. Amen, aho, and so mote it be. Until next week, I shall see you then. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.